Hey, middle-aged gamers, I'm sorry to say, Black Myth Wukong probably isn't for me. I managed to play an hour of the game yesterday. It was fun. It looked nice. It was pretty, but it was just too difficult. I was talking to Adam and Antoine online yesterday, and I was like, the highlight of that first hour of video was the 20 times that I died, pretty much. For people who would actually watch a cut of that, was just me towards the end. I don't know if you guys had seen the story. Like, there are 90 quote unquote bosses in the game. And I defeated the first one, which was okay, not too difficult. The second one killed me twice almost. I also died because I poisoned myself. That was death number 4. And then the other 16 or so deaths was this giant dull looking thing that had like the prayer beads or neon full, right? And he just had this weird power, and I think basically towards the end of the 1 hour gameplay footage, I'm gonna actually just upload that, is it was just me dying, speeding through, killing the smaller guys, like there's 3 guys before I get to him, trying to kill him, dying again, and then before I know it, my 1 hour is up. So coming back to some of the points. So for someone who has a limited amount of time, and I want to do things, I want to accomplish things, and I've talked to the guys about this. That's my big thing when I game, is right, because at 41, almost, I'll be 42 in 4 months. I don't get to accomplish a lot in life, so gaming is the way I get to do things. And this just doesn't feel like I've defeated the first boss, and Adam also echoed the second, but and Adam also echoed this sentiment, was just like, I don't feel anything when I defeat it. I don't feel like, yes, I did it. Oh my God, I'm the king of fighting games. No, I'm like, okay, that was 10 minutes wasted, right? I don't care. I got some powers and stuff. Yes, but it's just, some people I know, they get a sense of accomplishment from defeating these bosses in games like Dark Souls and Sekiro. Yes, good for you. I'm going to say this, right? I think if you enjoy this kind of game, wonderful. Go ahead. This is definitely in the vein. And again, as somebody who's never played this kind of game ever, the first time I think I was introduced to the term boss rush was when Antoine mentioned it in his Cuphead short. Otherwise, I'd never heard the term before, ever. And that because I might have skipped it because I don't really read things thoroughly these days. But yeah, this feels like it. There's a bunch of small enemies that are really not that difficult. And then there's these mini bosses to big bosses that you fight. And that's the structure of the game, with a lot of story that is actually pretty decent. If you're somebody who's familiar with Chinese culture, or maybe you're married to an Asian person like the 3 of us are, right? This is something that's actually gonna ring close to home. It is supremely popular. Adam just sent us a stat. I think when I woke up this morning, it is the second most played game on Steam. And he also showed, again, it's the second most played game on Steam because of everybody in China playing it. I mean, which makes sense, because this is a story. Like when I moved to Taiwan, this story was on TV a lot. Again, they've had various iterations, like live action cartoons, stuff from the mainland. There's the Netflix show as well. So this is a hugely popular story. And if you're familiar with Chinese as well, like the writing and the language, even if you're playing with the English version, there'll be things that they say like Yao Gui, which is like ghosts, and Gui is ghost. And you're like, oh yeah, this is what it means. And you understand, like, these things that you're fighting, they're not, quote unquote, in English, I would say like monsters, right? They're ghosts or like spirits or something else, right? So there's a lot of things you can figure out. There's a lot of Guanyin, which is a Buddhist or Taoist goddess, which is the thing you'll see mentioned along. There's different forms of Buddha. And again, if you're familiar with Buddhist philosophy, you'll see these Buddhas all along the way. And the idea of reincarnation and being born again. There's a lot of cool stuff in the game that is something that you'll enjoy if you're into that sort of stuff. But at the same time, I'm going to give this another try today, just to say, okay, I played 2 hours. And then if I bounce off it, this probably might be my mistake for trying to think, like, what is the next game I'm going to play? And I'm like, okay, this game. And I should have realized it because I also got a very nice new controller, which I really love. That I like it, right? Like, as much as I love my Switch and I love the Switch Pro controllers, man, the Xbox controllers just are another level of comfort and feeling. But that's not the point of this video. So ending all of this off is basically, I think Black Myth Wukong looks great. It's not as beautiful as I expected. It looks similar to the Horizon games, graphically speaking, in terms of, wow, this looks pretty. But it's not, oh my God, this is the first Unreal Engine 5 game, and it doesn't look like as fantastic as you might see with some of the Unreal 5 engine demos. But overall, a really fun game. I think people who like Elden Ring and those kind of games are gonna like it. It is fun, it is difficult, and there's no difficulty setting, because that is one of the first things I looked for. I'm like, okay, how do I make this as easy as possible? Nope, no choice. Just play it. Have you guys tried it? Let me know down in the comments. If you're looking for that first hour video, I can always upload that as well. Otherwise, there's going to be some gameplay with this as well that I'll put in the video. And yeah, look forward to some other videos, because I'm pretty sure I can continue to play this, but we'll see. Thanks as always, and see you guys in the next video.